Hey everyone, this is Dan the GM welcoming you to What the Dice, episode 17. Bit of news, we got a Patreon going. If you haven't already checked it out, go over to patreon.com. It's whatthedice_podcast. Take a look at all the cool things we are offering. Well, past that, let's get on with today's episode. The storyteller stares down at the book, his fingers gripping the edge. Pulling slowly, the book finally opens, with a whirl of pages flipping quickly. When it stops, the storyteller smiles. Ah, well. It seems as if the story had chosen when to pause. Well, let's get back into the battle. And let us pray that the adventurers win. Last episode, I believe, the ghoul creature thing has Clyde in his arms, giving him a big old hug.
Oh
right?
no. Oh no. Reverse that. Thank you very much.
Are you sure? I could have sworn that you're getting a big old bear hug from the creature.
I thought they were making out.
No. I was grappling him.
Oh, all right.
Like I said, I could have swore they were making out with each other.
I'm
line,
grappling
and
him
sinker.
to pull him out of his little circle of happiness.
Are you sure that Dan's not remembering wrong?
No, Dan is remembering wrong.
I don't know. Sounds sus. All right. So, in the last episode, you guys have got your way through parts of this strange variant of the Cursed Swamp, seeing shadows of the past, dealing with traps that aren't quite traps, and finding your way to the fountain monolith thing, guarding it, a strange creature of shadow. Where we left off, time had slowed down, and Clyde has the creature grappled. This moves it to Kalila's turn.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you remember right, I got mad at you for about to skip my turn. You're like, nope, we're ending here. Okay, I'm over my vengefulness.
I don't believe you.
Okay, so there was the little arm crawling towards him, if I remember right.
Yep, it was crawling out of the well.
I want to shoot
Fountain.
at it with the intent to pin it to the ground, if I can.
Okay.
Like, I want to make sure to cock my arrow back hard enough so the arrow pins it.
All right.
Okay. I'm going to use my cat luck because the very first die roll out the game was a nat 1. And I have a skill that
Wow.
allows me to re-roll that.
Unless you roll another nat one.
Shut up and don't jinx me there, short round.
I said nothing, you can't prove it.
We are recording.
Nonsense.
There is proof. Okay, that rolls much better. Let me figure out what's my range? I'm assuming short range.
Let me look at what's
It
your
Is
has
that a
to
short
be.
joke?
It is a short joke.
10, 20, 30. So it's about 30 meters. So yeah, I
Wow,
believe
are
that's
you saying those squares are supposed to be 5? That'd be 5, 10, 20, or 15.
Yep, you're right. 15.
How the
I doubled
hell
it by
are you-
accident.
Yeah, what the hell is your problem?
Math is hard.
Barely! In a 5.
All
Okay,
right.
You probably are waiting on a number.
Yes, I'm waiting on a number.
17.
The arrow strikes the strange arm, pinning it to the ground. There is a loud screech of pain coming from everywhere, but the arm is now pinned.
Success!
Next on the list, the Fibulus.
My memory serves me right, which may not. I think I have to reload this round.
Okay. So, that means it is my turn. I need to what? Roll a strength to get out of grapple?
That's that whole CMB.
CMB. So I need to roll plus my CMB, and I need to beat
Me.
your strength?
CMD.
Yeah, there's a difference between CMB and CMD.
Yeah, you basically roll, and then I roll.
And I add my CMB. All right. I rolled a 10.
That would be no.
Okay. Then I guess I'm...
Hit
guess
the
I can-
throne, bitch!
I guess I can try to bite.
You're grappled. You don't typically get many options when you are grappled.
Yeah.
I do believe you can still bite, though.
Yeah, because I can try to bite. Let me try to bite.
Your action is to get out. You don't get to do both.
Okay, then. All right, well, then.
Yeah, that's what I thought so too. I was like, I think your action is either to do something or to get out.
Yeah, you can do one or the other. You can either attack or you can try to get out.
Well, I already tried to get out, so I'm not going to retcon that.
Okay.
All right, Clyde.
Throw his ass.
Awesome. It's time to drag you out of the circle.
All right. So what do we do about that? I believe I get some kind of...
It's the same thing, basically. CMB, because it's versus dragging.
Okay. Go ahead.
22. Oh,
All
sorry,
right.
no. 23, because you're... Or does that work? I can't remember now. Smite.
Yes, I'm...
You are
Blah, blah,
smitten.
blah. Yep.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So you successfully drag him. Where are you putting him?
Awesome. I'm pulling him out.
Give me a dot where... All right, so
The next square down.
there.
Yep.
You would want to actually pull him straight because there's a tree. So move over one square. There you go. All right. Makes it Kalila's turn.
Awesome. He's out of the circle. Is he still in like literal touching proximity of the creature?
They are still grappled, yes.
I am not going to shoot at that.
All it is a neg 4.
I actually get past that, I think. I have a skill that does the thing.
Okay.
Okay, but what is going on now that as that creature's being dragged out? Is it changing? Is it screaming?
So-
is it what's happening?
It is fighting Clyde as Clyde is getting covered in his blood.
Well, I have a question. How far back? How is
How far are you planning on dragging him?
10 feet? Or, I mean, yeah, 15 I could because it would be technically half my movement speed.
But is it really that critical that it's one hex over versus that square?
This way, short round would be able to move around us rather than trying to move through us. That's what I was going to do.
All right, I'll give you that. I'll let you drag him over there.
Thank you.
Okay, well,
All right.
what's the arm doing and what's it doing? It's being dragged, it's covered in blood, you got interrupted, continue.
As Clyde is dragging the creature, it is trying to get away, covering Clyde in this thick black blood. The hand by the well is still twitching, and it looks like it is trying to reach for the arrow. Unsuccessfully.
Okay, and all are the runes doing anything? Is there any ill effect to that can be visually seen?
Not that you can see. The runes are still pulsing as they were, and the creature still is standing in a tight embrace with the paladin, who is the friendliest but unfriendliest paladin in the frickin' world.
I'm gonna action and take aim at the main creature. I'm
Okay.
not gonna shoot yet because I don't want to hit Clyde.
All right. So you're holding action, or you're taking aim.
Aim.
All right. That moves it to Defibulus' round.
Yeah, right. Defibulus. I'm going to go. Wrong button. Right here. Is that a legal spot to stand?
Yes. You'd be in partial cover.
Alright, I'm going to take aim and hold my shot because I don't want to blast the paladin.
All right. So it is my turn. I'm going to try to bite.
I believe it's a -2.
Does 12 hit then?
No.
All right. So he tries to bite down. His teeth grind against your armor, leaving small indentions where there is this strange black and green liquid that seems to drip from his teeth.
Dude needs a
Fine.
dentist.
It is Clyde's turn.
Okay, let's see if I can move him again.
Okay. So I get to roll against you. No, you have to just
well-
beat my CMD.
First, I want to ask you, can I move to here? Or is this a bramble spot?
That is on the edge of brambles. That means your back would be to the brambles.
Okay, so I want to move him so he goes there and I go there.
All right, so you're talking about moving him 15 feet?
15 feet. So, no, 10 actually. 5, 10.
Attempt to drag foe is a standard option. Can't drag more than one size category.
Move self and defender up to a half attacker's movement. At the end of the move, attacker places defender in any...
Nope. If your attack is successful, you and your target are moved 5 feet.
Okay, so I technically have to attack.
So you have to beat my CMD to move me 5. Yeah, it's basically rolling against my CMD.
Yeah, attacker rolls CMB plus 5.
Yes, because you... Yep.
22.
All right, where are you moving him to?
Okay,
I will consider angle 5.
I'm going to move here, and I want him to move here. Yeah,
That's 10.
No,
You
no,
get
I
5.
get half my movement. My movement's 30.
Did you guys look at chart 2?
I'm looking at the flowchart.
Okay.
Move self and defender up to half the attacker's movement. At the end of the move, attacker places defender in any adjacent square.
So where are you putting him?
Here.
Okay. All right. So he has been moved again. Why you gotta move my guy around?
Oh, you'll
man?
find out.
Let's see. That makes it Kalila's turn.
Which
Yeah,
I
Kalila.
will talk to talking for free action to be like, Clyde, I can't get a beat on him if you're touching him.
Give me one moment, and you'll be able to...
All right. Aiming for a second round.
Defibulus. He is now in short range. He is right on top of you, almost point blank. Clyde is still touching and hugging him and loving him dearly.
Put the barrel against his body and fire. Sorry.
Yeah, at this range, could I put the gun to it and fire?
Yeah.
All right, so if I do that, what happens now that I took a turn to aim at him in process?
Just, I would say don't roll a 1.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. Don't roll a 1.
Any particular place you guys want me to put this barrel and fire?
A leg.
All right,
Well, he doesn't have a chest cavity, so
All right, I'll put the barrel right to the leg and then fire.
All right, roll.
And there's a negative for being in melee, right?
Yep, minus
4.
Crap, hold on. It's 4. Thank you.
21.
That is a hit. As the bullet rips through the creature's leg, he ashes before you.
Oh. Okay.
Okay then. I'm going to immediately look to the fountain and the runes as he ashes.
The runes start to pulse faster and faster. As you watch, who else is watching?
Defibulous is kind of shocked. You just turned someone to ash with a bullet.
Clyde shield.
If she says Clyde shield, I turn around and put up my shield.
All right.
I don't know what pulsing runes do.
Let's see.
As I spit dust out of my face.
Yeah, I could imagine. As it pulses faster and faster, the light around starts to beam up.
Scotty?
You can hear the sounds of screams from different creatures echoing through the forest. The light moves to the top of the tower, and the water begins to purify. The water starts to flash white, blue, then the water returns to a clear color. You can see the bottom of the well. At the bottom, you can see skulls of different creatures as they slowly disappear. We follow the beam of light up, surrounded by stars, speckling a black sky. We turn to see the swamp, almost looking like a map. Two red, pupilless eyes look down. Free at last. The gods thought sending mortals to kill me would end me. But with this step, the gods have only given me a chance for true freedom. Shackleless freedom. Shackles begin to fall, disappearing into an ethereal mist. Far too long have the gods lied, weaved their lies, told the mortals of these things. With my freedom comes truth. With my freedom, I am able to bring my message forward. Time will not repeat itself again. The two red eyes slowly close. Stars start to fade away, leaving a silhouette of a hooded figure. We follow the light back down, rejoining our adventurers.
Alright, maybe it was a false warning, but I'd rather have you have your shield up than magical explosions.
The bone runes on the ground slowly sink into the ground. The grass softens and begins to move with an unseen wind. You are now out of combat.
I loot the oh wait, never mind.
What would you guys like to do?
I'm going to approach the fountain slowly.
I am also going to approach the fountain slowly to see if the runes start pulsating in any way once you cross the line.
I will also approach the fountain, but keep the giant metal meat shield in front of me.
Once you guys get inside the rune circle, you look around. You start to see small flowers start to blossom. A sweet fragrance fills the air. The canopy above begins to open, and you start to see colorless light beam down across the ground. In the sky above, you don't see stars, you see galaxies. You see galaxies and nebulas and no moon. It is clear you are not on the realm you started. The flame on the top of the tower pulses as the tower lightens up. Beams of light start to shoot out in all directions, striking trees, rocks, and the bramble. You can feel a surge of energy, and then all is silent and calm.
I am going to momentarily walk over here so I can see what the rest of the swamp looks like.
Okay. Let me give you a reveal.
Whap, whap.
Reveal. The swamp is still colorless, and you still see the shadowy creatures moving about as if they were living a life. You see some sitting, seemingly floating, looking like they are eating. Some are talking, others are drinking. Some seem to be carrying something in their hands as they move around, while others seem to magically float up as if they are walking up an invisible staircase.
An invisible staircase?
Like it, yeah.
Like they're taking steps, but they're nothing there.
All right, does it seem like... So the swamp seems, other than being colorless, that it's returning to normal.
As normal as this swamp gets.
Okay, so back to a
Does
standard
anybody have any
state.
vials or anything?
Yes.
Something to possibly get some of the water that we just apparently purified?
Yes.
Let me check my inventory.
I know I do because I have the scent kit, so I can just use one of my empty vials for that.
Okay, I'll let you do it.
Yeah, I know. I have the trail scent kit, which comes with some stuff in it. I would imagine it has a vial or something. Because I have to be able to create things and apply it to solid objects. So I will bottle some of the fountain water.
Are you how are you doing it? Are you dipping the bottle in, or are you reaching in and filling it?
I'm gonna try and fill the vial without getting the water on my hands, just because it was very corrupt.
As you dip the vial in, you hear the sounds of water filling the vial, so that glub, glub, glub. As you lift the vial up, there's nothing in the vial.
It doesn't seem to want to fill, looking back at Clyde.
That's peculiar in nature.
Well, this entire place is peculiar.
Do I have to say it again?
Sorry.
Say what again?
Does anybody actually respond to Kalila going, saying what again?
Sure. What are you gonna say this time?
It's a cursed swamp.
Are you sure this place is cursed? I mean, it could just be a very peculiar swamp in general.
It is quite peculiar.
See? He agrees. But then again, he was hugging that thing earlier.
What would you guys like to do?
Do you want to try handing Clyde the vial?
Sure. I'm going to dip my sword in real quick just to touch it.
As you dip your sword into the water, the part that enters the water starts to disappear, breaking apart into small chips of metal.
Well, I pull that out immediately.
How far in did you dip it?
Oh, just the tip.
Just a tip.
So the tip of your sword is gone.
It didn't do anything to the vial?
Nope.
That's pretty neat.
Most peculiar.
Is it wrong that I want you to stick your metal glove in there too to see what happens?
Yes, it is. It is very wrong.
But you never know, it could come out like a super metal glove.
Or it could come out with no glove. No love, no glove.
I think you already had enough love with the thing over there that turned to ash.
So I am not going to touch the water anymore.
Okay.
I wonder if there's another piece to this puzzle.
What happens if we get like like something from here, like a blade of grass or something, and put it in there? Will that disappear?
Okay, we're gonna play the dumping test. Pick a piece of grass, put it in the water. Pick a stick, put it in the water.
All right. So, what are you going to start
A
with?
rock.
All right. You find a rock. The rock seems much lighter than it should feel. As you chuck it into the water, it lands on the surface. The water ripples out as if it entered, but the rock floats there.
Hey, Kalila. Can we test one of your arrows instead of one of the sticks here? I kind of got an idea.
Here, have a regular arrow, not one of my thistle arrows.
Yeah, I don't want one of the pokey stabby arrows that hurt everyone.
Yeah, have a regular arrow.
Defibulous will take her regular arrow and instead of putting it, metal tip first, he will put the butt of the arrow into the water and see what happens.
As you push it down, the arrow holds true. It's almost like if you're trying to push something through something solid, like a plane of glass. It even has that strange tink sound, as if the water itself is solid, but the water ripples.
He'll flip the arrow around to its middle point and try it.
As you sink the metal tip in, it disintegrates. Once it hits the wood, it stops moving.
Interesting.
Is there... Kalila's gonna look at the tower obelisk that's in it, and also, just the fountain itself, and see if there's any mysterious writings.
The obelisk itself is covered in strange runes. You don't recognize the pattern, and you don't recognize the script. They are all embedded as pieces of metal. The obelisk itself is made from a solid piece of smooth, white stone with black marbling. The fountain edge is a simple carved stone. It looks like the runes themselves are pieces of metal that have been bent and hammered into the stone, but you don't see any indentions on the metal.
Does anybody recognize this?
Recognize what?
Pointing at the runes.
Oh, he'll take a look at the runes.
You do not recognize them.
Nope.
Yay! Nobody recognizes what's going on.
So, we put the torch in the stump. It turned into a ball of light. It followed us around. We defeat... What the hell was that thing anyways?
His boyfriend?
Clearly.
That was quite mean.
What?
Also, whose
It was a
boyfriend?
joke, good sir. The guy that was hugging it?
You mean Clyde's boyfriend? Oh, I get it now. But, what was that thing?
I know it was in some sort bad. Undead, evil, in some way, shape, or form. It was very bad.
All I know is next time I shoot it, I need to make sure either it turns to ash in the first shot or I put an even bigger hole in it.
It was making runes.
It did ask several times if you were there to free the master,
Yeah.
and no one did respond to that.
Well, we
Well,
asked
we
several
did.
times.
We tried to ask who the master was, and it just kept like approaching us or attacking us or something. When we didn't answer. So who's the master? Where's the master? What's the master?
Just out of stupid curiosity in case I missed it. Is that hand still stapled to the fountain?
Nope, it's gone.
Okay.
The arrow's still there, but the hand is gone.
Well, I say we continue exploring to see if we can figure out what this master is. There were parts of these swamps we never entered.
Question, Mr. DM person.
Yes.
I'm assuming the bluish hue on the tower is the little orb of light that's been following us?
Yep.
Okay.
He's now hanging out where he wanted to be.
All right, which way? I'm assuming you guys are fine continuing to explore, because I don't think we've solved this yet. Looking around at the still very
Yeah,
gray
I don't
swamp.
think we've solved this either. And there's a different symbol that keeps popping up. I wonder what that means.
Means the GM is trying to figure out more of Roll 20. So, what were you going to what would you guys like to do?
Well,
Oh, wait, I need a perception check.
Yay!
13.
Okay.
17.
Okay.
Yes.
No, none of that.
27.
You hear the sound of someone hitting. Could be a piece of meat, could be flesh, but it sounds like someone is trying to escape something. It's that
This way I hear things.
Which way?
I will go the direction in which I hear.
you hear it in that
Oh,
direction.
God, that scared me.
Although I'm going to
Kalila
remember that
recognized-
tree, so I'm keeping a,
Yep.
a safe distance. FYI.
I was actually about to say, you recognize the tree, sort of. Instead of being made from bone, you see writhing hands and feet moving. Behind it, you see the eyes of a creature as you hear more thumping. Let me out!
No.
Why?
Oh, that's just not a good sign.
You hear more thumping. A skeleton hand reaches through the space. Its hand slowly reforms flesh,
Oh, well. No, that's bad.
muscle, and tissue. As the hands from inside begin to pull it back in, the flesh, the muscle, drop into the water. You hear more pounding.
That's
Let me out!
Anyone else here a little disturbed by this, or is it just me?
Slightly.
Lila's gonna lean her head to the side, looking at it, going, "Why and who are you?"
You are in great peril.
We've
You
discovered that.
must leave. Let me free, and I will help.
You still need to answer
is-
the part of the question as to who you
Yeah.
are.
Does the hand keep doing that? Like coming out, reforming, and chopped off, and that kind of thing?
The hand doesn't get chopped off; it gets pulled back in, and it strips the
Oh,
muscle
okay.
and the skin
So-
off.
It turns it back into a
It
skeleton.
So
doesn't,
next
like-
time that happens, like
Right.
right when it happens, I'm going to do Detect Evil.
It reaches out. You do not detect evil,
Who are you?
except on the tree itself. I am the caretaker
Of
this land.
which is
Man, I think you've been asleep on the job.
The master did not like the way the lands looked, so he imprisoned me in this tree.
Who's the master? We just defeated a creature, anyways, that said the same thing.
And he wasn't very nice.
The master is the god of bone.
God of bones.
Can't say I've heard of any god of bones, but I don't know many gods anyway.
Random knowledge check? Who's he referring to? Do I know what the God of bones is?
Does anyone have knowledge religions?
No.
Yep.
Yay!
All right. Roll.
Ooh.
Wait a minute, the paladin has knowledge
Yeah.
religion? That seems
Because
suspicious to
I
me.
get modifiers. I have a 24.
As you think back, it seems like the god of bones was a forgotten god. One that hated the gods to the point of they stripped their own deityship and entered a realm that people forgot of.
Okay. Good, bad.
No one actually knows.
neutral.
They just know that this god hated the other gods, was hostile towards them. It didn't matter if the god was good, neutral, or evil. It hated them all. But there's literally nothing else known of them.
Awesome. Great.
So, remind me or explain to me why letting you out of a prison that the master put you in, is he evil? What's not to say you're not
I
going
can
to
put-
hurt us?
I can put the swamp back into the realm it belonged and stop it from and stop it from forcing itself onto the mortal land.
Insight check.
Roll.
What kind
Oh.
of
Insight.
I don't know what that is in this though. Crap. Sense motive.
yeah, sense motive.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
sense
go
motive.
that to
I have a 13.
12.
I will
Okay.
attempt this as well. 19.
Okay.
Hey guys, come here a second. Group huddle.
No, group huddle. Isn't this the same tree that possessed me? Can I hark back other than I felt out of it if it was evil?
You don't remember if it was evil, but you do remember the warning of beware the enemy of the gods.
If I remember right, the whispers that I heard from this tree the first time we encountered it was beware the enemy of the gods?
Oh, that coincides with my thought process because if I remember correctly, the god of bones hated all gods. And I mean like no matter what they were, good, bad, neutral.
Defibrius will shift his eyes to both of them. He goes, well, I can't tell if it's just because he's in a lot of pain and angry, but I don't think he's being quite straightforward with us.
I was gonna look back over. If we let you out, what are you going to do? Specifically.
I am going to return the swamp to where it belongs.
Which is where?
The realm of the bone god.
If we let you out, is it going to get his attention and this god who hates all the other gods, who probably hates the mortals just as well, is it going to come down here and punish us for that?
No,
Why?
they have forgotten of this swamp. It was many millennia ago he created it and forced me to be the caretaker.
I'd find a new job, personally.
Well, you know, the hours are nice.
Oh, that's a bonus.
She's gonna go back to the group. I say we let him out.
Did you just say beware? You know, usually beware means like something is bad.
Yes, but I don't think he's what we should be wary of. I think it's the bone god. Because keep in mind, there's the nice peaceful area above the grounds, which is not considered part of the swamp. It is a similar location, but if you're considering elevation, and there's the nice, good, neutral things there.
I've got two things to bring to this argument.
All right.
One, what's not to say like he couldn't be the bone god guy trying to lie to us? I mean, gods do that thing, don't they? And two, if he decides to throw this place where it's supposed to belong, what happens to us since we're still here?
What happens to us when you get out? Are you going to send us back?
I will do what I can.
What's that?
I will try to return you to mortal soil.
Well, once the night ends and the daylight peaks, don't we get kicked out of this swamp anyways?
Most don't.
Then why
But-
did we repetitively get kicked out if that doesn't happen normally?
Yeah.
I don't know. I have been in this cell for a long time. Something has invaded this swamp and has changed
Do you
everything.
know of the well that's not too far from here?
The Bone God put that there to ensure I stay here.
Why? How does that ensure your stay?
The creature fashioned this tree. It ensured that the creatures that it captured kept me here.
Oh, well, that creature that was there is kind of dust.
Dust on the wind.
Yes, but how does the well keep you said he installed the well to keep you here. How does that keep you here?
The creature keeps me here. The well is what I created to keep this land lush. Outside this swamp, this realm is nothing but bones and dust.
Why does the well disintegrate metal and not like plants or wood?
It is a water that amplifies nature. It helped me create this lush
Sure, too.
swamp.
But metal is a part of nature.
There was once, it has been tainted by fire. There is no fire in this realm.
That's the light ball.
Yeah.
The creature of light is a spirit.
Okay.
Tell me more.
Go on.
The spirit of who?
To mortals, they are creatures that you, on the mortal plane, you are known as wisps. Here, he helped me cultivate. We created creatures that lived and thrived. But once locked away, the swamp began to creep with taint. A thick ichor invaded the water, giving that strange creature strength and life beyond its means.
Kalila is going to go back to the group, out of earshot of the tree dude. I don't think he's evil.
I don't think he's being straight with us either.
Well, what I'm getting is the tree is evil,
The person in it is not.
but I'm not getting any evilness from the person that's in it. But that doesn't mean much if he's the enemy of all gods. That doesn't make him good, bad, or different. It just makes him enemy of all gods,
What he
which
says,
could be bad because my deity is a god.
well, so is mine.
My question is this guy crazier than, a fox in a bear trap?
I mean, anybody caged up for God knows how long. Gods know how long on that one.
Gods, you made a pun.
You're welcome. But his story lines up. The spirit did stay around the fountain, and if it was a wisp that was assisting him in keeping this place not cursed. What was it that the scholar said again? Isn't there multiple things that we have to return? We've done potentially 2? Because we thought the light, the wisp, was something that we needed to return, and it's now back at the fountain. The fire torch is back in the stump. Is there another? Aside from freeing him?
Well, we were sent here to set the swamp right, weren't we, or something like that?
And if he used to be the caregiver, and the caregiver has been locked away by a pissed off god at other gods, wouldn't it make sense that this potentially got cursed from the bone god?
Good point. My question is this: letting him out, is the bone god going to come down here and step on us or something?
Well, I would assume if we would have gotten his attention, we would have gotten his attention by slaying the thing guarding the fountain.
I mean, I don't fully follow the god thing, so I'll defer to you two on it.
As we both look at Clyde.
This is a conundrum. On one side, we do have the god who has put this here, but I am not sure how to destroy the tree without possibly hurting the thing inside of it, because the tree is evil.
Alright, I'm gonna look back at the dude and go, how do we get you out if we want to?
Destroy the tree.
Obviously, how do we do that?
It must be destroyed. I don't know. If I knew, I would do it.
You have the materials. You could know and just not have the materials.
Good point.
Alright, I'm gonna go back and investigate.
Which
the
tree?
while you do that. The one he's in without breaking a 5-foot barrier.
All right, roll your perception.
1. Nat 1.
As he reaches out again, you step back. You are more enthralled with how the muscle and tendons on the hand reform, and then the skin regrows. You also notice that as the hands pull it back, it's not the tree stripping off the flesh and bone or flesh and muscle, it's fingers from the tree itself that are ripping it off. Would anyone else like to roll a perception? All right.
Yeah, I'll give it a try.
Sure.
Okay.
13.
16.
Defibulus notices that the torsos are breathing as if they are living creatures. You see 4 torsos that are in clear sight. Each of them seem to be breathing at a different speed. As you watch, you notice that the water underneath, some of it is got tendrils of black ichor flowing towards the tree as if it is the heart.
Defibulus will look at this kind of disturbed and hey guys,
Yes.
those torsos are breathing like they're alive, and them roots look like they're pumping black blood stuff into the tree. What if we like stabbed, poked, shot, and destroyed those things?
You mean treated it like it was a living creature?
Exactly.
Alright, sounds fine. But what's not to say it's not going to kill that dude on the inside when we attack it?
Well, either way, he gets let out one way or another.
You know, if we attack this tree, you might die in it.
I would rather be released by death than suffer what is going on.
Okay, so be it. And let's go stabby.
Pretty sure, yeah. Do you want me to shoot it? I don't think you should get ghost to that thing. What if it tries to rip off your muscles too if you reach for it?
I mean, that's a fair point. Yeah, let's use range first.
Alright, we all step back, what, 10 feet and fire?
Are we shooting at the veiny things or the torso things?
I would say aim for a heart-like area in the
Critical
torsos.
places? Take all the time we want to aim. It can't move.
So, take 20?
Yeah.
So as you guys open fire, firing arrows, volleys into the chest, each time you hit one of the hearts, parts of the tree begin to fall off. The leaves quickly die. As the last torso is shot and killed, the tree falls apart and the sickly smell of decay fills the air. Standing on the stump is a skeleton. His flesh starts to slowly reform. He is an amalgamation of different species. His legs are that of an orc, torso of a dwarf, arm of a ratling, and a catling. His face is pieces of elf and human, all roughly stitched together. He looks at you with a wary nod. Stepping onto the water purifies. Thank you. He moves past you and towards the well. Stopping. Head east. Follow the river and the waterfall. There will be an exit there. I will ensure you are able to pass freely. As he walks, the grass seems to brighten up.
Hey, real quick, you can't repair my sword, can you? After it got
He stares at you for a moment, staring at the metal. Stab it into the ground, and all will be restored.
All right, I stabbed into the ground.
You feel a jolt of energy pass through the sword into your arm. As you withdraw the sword, the tip is replaced.
Yay, just the tip.
That'd be the name of this
What will?
episode.
Just the tip.
Just the tip.
Just the tip. It's gonna be the name of this episode.
Well, the team has started to take the path in leaving this strange realm. With the caretaker now free of his strange prison, what will change? And what of this voice that you and I heard, me friends? We know that the adventuring party knows nothing of it. Well, there are more hidden secrets in our stories. Until next time, my friends, may the dice gods bless your every roll. We here at What the Dice would like to thank Paizo for creating Pathfinder, Epidemic Sound for our music, as well as Sirenscape for our sound effects. If you would like to reach out to us, you can do so on Facebook at What the Dice Pod, Twitter at What the Dice Pod, and of course email whatthedicepod@gmail.com. And if you liked our little adventure, please share us with your friends and rate and review us.